Good morning, all of you. So yesterday, I was explain. I have given you people the schedule and diagram of total fixed cost. I will continue after that. Okay. Now, in total fixed cost, you people need to remember one thing. Okay, that total fixed cost, the producer or the firm bear, even if the producer is not producing anything, means even the output produced by the producer is zero, then also total fixed cost exists. Is it clear? That you people need to remember. That is the main thing that we need it later. Then as the output produced by the producer keep on increasing, total fixed cost don't increases, because we know that it is short run, and in short run producer cannot change the fixed factor. So whatever investment the producer has done on the fixed factor, that remains the same even if producer produces whatever level of output. Like first level of output, the cost is 120. Even 8th level of output, the cost is 120. It is not changing. The fixed cost does not change with the change in the level of output. First thing you need to remember. Second thing you need to remember, that even if the producer is producing zero level of output, then also fixed cost, total fixed cost exists. Okay, then what is the shape? That is the explanation of the schedule. What is the shape of total fixed cost? We know that anything which does not change with the change in the variable, and what is not changing here? The total fixed cost is not changing with the change in the level of output. That is why the total fixed cost TFC curve is horizontal to x-axis, and it is always starting from the vertical axis, that is from here, because even if the producer is producing zero level of output, at that time also the producer has to bear this fixed cost, that is 120. So first dot we got on the vertical axis, that is y-axis, we got here, and it is vertical to x-axis. Is it clear? So this thing we need to write in the explanation. So now write down below the schedule and the diagram, write down the explanation, right, all of you. In the above schedule, we can see that the producer, in the above schedule, we can see that the producer bears the total fixed cost even if he is not producing anything, that is at zero level of output, full stop. First fact. Second fact, total fixed cost remains same or uniform, that is 120 at all level of output, full stop. So these are the two facts we need to write for the schedule. Now in the diagram you write, in the diagram, in the above diagram we can see that TFC curve is parallel to x-axis or horizontal in shape. In the above diagram, we can see that TFC curve is parallel to x-axis or horizontal in shape, because total fixed cost does not change due to change in the level of output, full stop. Then total fixed cost always start from vertical axis, because the producer bears TFC cost, even at the zero level of output, full stop. So we have completed TFC. Now we are going to do TVC, that is total variable cost, all of you. So a total variable cost, we need to do the total variable cost, children, now. Okay. Now first we need to write the meaning of total variable cost. What is the meaning of total fixed cost? So you people have written. You people have written the total cost incurred by the firm on the fixed factor is called total fixed cost. So what will be the total variable cost? The total cost incurred by the firm on the use of variable factor is called total variable cost. So let us first write down the meaning of TVC. So first write down the heading total variable cost, and after the heading under bracket write down TVC, that is the short form of total variable cost. Okay. Now write down TVC, that is total variable cost, write down the meaning. the cost incurred by the firm, the total cost incurred by the firm on the use of variable factor is called total variable cost. Full stop. Then the formula that is TVC is equal to TC minus TFC is the formula of TVC. Okay, so I hope you people have written this. Now, after this, write down the explanation part. So, write down total TVC, total variable cost, is explained with the help of the schedule and diagram below. Total variable cost is explained with the help of the schedule and diagram below. Okay, now, as you know that total variable cost keeps on increasing because what I told you, that total fixed cost remains same because producer cannot change the fixed factor in the short run. What the producer changes in the short run? Producer changes variable factor in the short run. So as the level of output will increase, total variable cost will also increase. But to understand the variable, that at what trend, in what way the total variable cost will increase, we need to go back to the law of variable proportion. In the law of variable proportion, we have studied that the producer, we have studied the variation in the output. When the producer apply more and more unit of the variable factor on the given amount of the fixed factor, then the total output initially increases, okay, in increasing rate and eventually increases in decreasing rate. Is it clear? That what it is. Now, one thing more you need to understand here is this, that TC, total cost, I'm teaching you total variable cost, but to understand this, you need to understand the second fact also. The total cost is the addition of total fixed cost and total variable cost. But we know that total fixed cost does not change. Total fixed cost remains same. So TC depends on TVC because TVC changes with the change in the level of output. But कैसे TVC change होता है? TVC increase होगा, no doubt it will increase as the total level of output will increase. It will, क्योंकि वो लेबर को बढ़ाता जाएगा. पर जैसे वो लेबर को शुरुआत में बढ़ाएगा तो हमने पढ़ा था कि प्रोड्यूसर को ज्यादा आउटपुट मिलेगा. क्यों ज्यादा आउटपुट मिलेगा? बिकॉज ऑफ द बेटर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ द फिक्स फैक्टर, बिकॉज ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर. तो जब प्रोडक्ट ज्यादा बढ़ेगी और कॉस्ट कम रहेगा, सो इनिशियली टोटल वेरिएबल कॉस्ट विल इंक्रीज but in decreasing rate. Total variable cost शुरुआत में बढ़ेगा, लेकिन किस रेट में बढ़ेगा? डिक्रीजिंग रेट में, क्योंकि जो कॉस्ट प्रोड्यूसर यहां लगाएगा वो कम होगा और जो रिटर्न प्रोड्यूसर को मिलेगा वो ज्यादा होगा. बिकॉज वी हैव स्टडीड इन द लॉ ऑफ वेरिएबल प्रोपोर्शन. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द फर्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ द लॉ ऑफ वेरिएबल प्रोपोर्शन? इंक्रीजिंग रिटर्न टू वेरिएबल फैक्टर. मीन्स बाय अप्लाइंग मोर एंड मोर यूनिट ऑफ वेरिएबल फैक्टर व्हेन आउटपुट कीप्स ऑन इंक्रीजिंग. Okay, so that is called the first stage. So जब आउटपुट प्रोडक्ट बढ़ती है, ज्यादा बढ़ेगी, तो उस समय कॉस्ट क्या रहेगा? कम रहेगा. So initially your total cost will increase, but it will increase in diminishing rate. Then after reaching, it will keep on increasing in decreasing rate. But when the producer will reach to the third stage of the law of variable proportion, that is called negative decreasing return to scale and negative return to scale, then total variable cost will increase, but it will increase in increasing rate. तब उसकी कॉस्ट बहुत बढ़ जाएगी. क्यों कॉस्ट बढ़ेगी? क्योंकि वो inefficient management होगा. There are many other issues will occur. So TVC, I was doing the discussion on TVC. So I told you that TVC initially will increase, definitely it will increase, क्योंकि लेबर बढ़ेगा तो कॉस्ट तो बढ़ना ही है, टोटल वेरिएबल, क्योंकि वेरिएबल फैक्टर ही वो बढ़ा रहा है. कौन सा क्या होता है वेरिएबल फैक्टर? लेबर. सो ही इज इंक्रीजिंग द लेबर, so definitely the variable cost will increase, no doubt, but initially it will increase in decreasing rate. Why initially it will increase in decreasing rate? Because initially we have studied the causes for the increasing return to variable factor. पहला कॉज क्या है कि जैसे जैसे लेबर यूज इंक्रीज होगा, जो लेबर्स की एफिशिएंसी है वो बढ़ेगी. ठीक है, पहला चीज हमने पढ़ा था. दूसरा क्या पढ़ा था कि जो फिक्स्ड फैक्टर है वो बेटर यूटिलाइज्ड होगा, क्योंकि मैक्सिमम लेबर मशीन रेशियो तक इनिशियली वो नहीं पहुंचते हैं. तो जब तक वो नहीं पहुंचते हैं, टिल दे विल नॉट रीच टू द मैक्सिमम लेबर मशीन रेशियो, टिल देन the variable cost, the labors will produce more and cost will be less. That's why total variable cost initially will increase but in decreasing rate. But later on, total variable cost will increase in increasing rate. Why increasing rate? Because initially there are many issues, mismanagement, imperfect substitution, overcrowding, several things will occur. So labor ज़्यादा होंगे, ठीक है, पर वो कम प्रोड्यूस करेंगे, तो कॉस्ट ऑब्वियसली ज्यादा होगा. सो इनिशियली TVC will increase in decreasing rate, then TVC will increase in increasing rate. That you people need to remember. Is it clear to all of you? So this is the behavior, or this is the trend of total variable cost. Like, what is the trend of total fixed cost? I told you that total fixed cost does not change with the change in the level of output. Total fixed cost producer has to bear even if he is producing zero level of output. Similarly, what is the behavior of total variable cost? The behavior of total variable cost in the short run is that total variable cost initially increase but in decreasing rate due to the application of the first stage of the law of variable proportion. Then total variable cost later on will increase but in increasing rate because of the application of second and third stage of the law of variable proportion. This you people have to keep it in your mind about the TVC curve. Is it clear? That is the behavior of TVC curve. Okay, so what we have written the meaning of TVC curve, we have written the formula, then we have written that TVC is explained with the help of the following schedule and diagram. Now we'll draw the schedule and we'll draw the diagram. Okay. Now see all of you, see the schedule and try to understand. Okay, in your book this schedule is given. Okay, I'll suggest you that you can also make your own schedule, but to get the proper shape of the figure, what you people have to do, these numbers you people have to learn. Now if you see these numbers, what I told you about the behavior of TVC, now you see what is the gap here? 40 and 76. What is the gap? 36. From 76 to 102, what is the gap? 26. From 102 to 132, gap is 30. From 132 to 170, gap is 48. From 178 to 234, gap is 64. Now, what I told you the same thing. Now you see, the output is increasing, TVC is increasing, but TVC first is increasing in decreasing rate. Here it was increasing by 40, then now it is increasing by 36, then it is increasing by 26, okay, then it is increasing by 30, then by 40. Now you see, after 26, it is increasing, but it is increasing in increasing rate. Okay, so that is the behavior of TVC that you people need to understand. So now, I think you people have understood what actually I was saying to you people. So you people have to keep it in your mind this, that total variable cost, okay, due to the application of the first stage of the law of variable proportion will initially increase but in decreasing rate, okay, but later it will increase but in increasing rate. Why? Because of the application of the second and third stage of the law of variable proportion. Is it clear? So this is the schedule of TVC, and this numbers you people have to learn, okay? Because TVC total cost will help you to calculate average cost, and total cost will also help you to calculate marginal cost. So only one value you people have to learn, that is the value of TVC, so that you can prepare an exam well and you can able to do. Because if you try to manage these numbers, maybe you will not able to get the same accurate number. So every year I suggest to the student that you learn the value of TVC so that you will have no problem in examination. Is it clear? Now if you see this value, we can very clearly understand that first TVC is increasing in decreasing rate, then TVC is increasing in increasing rate. Okay, so TVC changes with the change in the level of output, because producer in the short run is changing the variable factor but not able to change the fixed factor. Now following this schedule, we have to draw the diagram. Alright, now see and draw the diagram. Now see all of you, we will show the output on x-axis, okay, and we'll show the TVC on y-axis. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, so now output I have shown here, and TVC I have shown here. I have taken the gap of 40, okay. At 0 TVC is 0, remember. If the producer will not produce any level of output, then TVC will be 0. That is the basic difference between TFC and TVC. TFC exists even at 0 level of output, but TVC don't exist at the 0 level of output. These facts you people have to remember, okay, so that you will able to write the relationship when the question will be asked. Explain the relationship between TC and TVC and TFC. Then these are the facts you people have to write, okay, fine. Now, so what I told you, that at 0 level of output, TVC is 0. So first dot will get here. Okay, second dot, when the producer is producing one output, TVC is 40. At 1, it is 40. So we'll get the dot somewhere here. At second, it is 76. Okay, 76 will be somewhere here. Okay, then after 76, it is 102. Okay, so 102 will be somewhere here. This dot. We got this, we got this, we got this. Okay, then 132. At fourth unit, it is 132. 32 will be somewhere here. So this, we got this. Is it clear? Then 170. We got this. Then 234 will be somewhere here. This. Okay. So if you see the shape, from here it is taking a turn. This. Is it clear? This is the shape of your TVC. This is your TVC curve. Alright. Now, what you people have to do, that when we will draw the diagram, then what exactly is the shape of TVC we will get, that I am showing you. Okay, so we will get this shape. First TVC will be this, and then TVC will be this. This is the TVC curve. This is the shape of your TVC curve you will get. Is it clear? Alright, so this diagram you people have to draw. No need to follow the numbers, you just write down the numbers and then draw this shape. Okay, draw this shape of the TVC curve. Alright, now this is your TVC curve, because initially TVC increases in decreasing rate. That's why it is little bit, you know, what shape it is? Concave shape, and then when it increases in increasing rate, then it will take convex shape. This is your TVC curve. Alright, so we have to write now, draw this same, and then we'll write down the explanation of TVC. Okay, now write down in the above schedule, we can see that TVC is zero. TVC is zero at zero level of output. Full stop. First fact. Second. As the level of output increases, TVC also increases. Full stop. Then, initially, after full stop, initially TVC increases in decreasing rate and later TVC increases in increasing rate. Full stop. This is the schedule. Then about the diagram. Write down about the diagram. In the above diagram, TVC curve is sloping upward. TVC curve is sloping upward, but initially the TVC curve is concave in shape. TVC curve is concave in shape because it is increasing in decreasing rate, but later TVC curve is convex in shape because it is increasing in increasing rate. Full stop. So this is all about your TVC curve. Okay. Now we have to do the addition of TFC and TVC both, that is called total cost. Okay. So we'll complete total cost also, children. Now, children, we are going to do total cost, and total cost, write down now, total cost and short form is TC. Now, write down the meaning of the total cost, all of you, okay? The meaning of the total cost, right? The cost incurred by the firm, the total cost incurred by the firm on all the inputs, on all the types of inputs, that is fixed as well as variable, the total cost incurred by the firm on all the types of the input, that is fixed as well as variable, in producing a given quantity of output, is called total cost. Full stop. Okay. So you know now that, and you can, one more meaning of total cost you can write. The sum total of total variable cost and total fixed cost is called total cost. But there are some technical way to write down the meaning of any concept. So the way to write down the meaning of total cost is this only. The total cost incurred by the firm on all types of input, that is fixed cost as well as variable cost, in producing a given quantity of output is called total cost. Okay. Now we'll write down the formula of total cost. What is the formula of total cost? TC is equal to TVC plus TFC. This is the formula of total cost. All of you write down. Now, we'll use the schedule and we'll use the same values. Okay. Now, the TVC curve, TVC is there. Now you want TFC. TFC. What is TFC? It is 120. 120. Is it clear? Now we need to calculate TC. And what is TC? TC is TVC plus TFC. Okay? TC plus TFC. We'll add both. And then we'll get the TC. So first one will be 120. Second one will be 160. Third one will be 196. Fourth one will be 222. Fifth one will be 252. Sixth one will be 290. Seventh one will be 354. This is your TC. Is it clear to all of you? This is your TC curve. Addition of both is your TC curve. Alright. Now, TVC plus TFC. Okay. Now, we'll draw the diagram. So, diagram, how you will draw? You will draw a diagram not following this schedule, because basically they give an exam, explain the relationship between total cost, total variable cost and total fixed cost with the help of the diagram. So if it will be asked with the help of the diagram, then only the imaginary shape you people have to draw. Now you understand that what is the shape of TFC, horizontal to x-axis. What is the shape of TVC? Sloping upward, initially concave, then later convex. Okay, this shape you know. Okay, now to understand TC, as I told you, TC is equal to TVC plus TFC. और TFC क्या होता है? TFC कांस्टेंट होता है. तो TC किसको फॉलो करेगा? TVC को. तो जो शेप TVC की होगी वही शेप TC की होगी, क्योंकि TFC यहाँ पे फिक्स है. So TC is following TVC. Now one thing you people have to remember, now here you see TFC is constant. TFC is constant. So TC is following what? TVC. But at what level of output? Sometimes question come in 2 marks. Normally TC follows TVC because TFC remains constant. But at one point TC follows TVC. At what point TC follows TFC? TC follows TFC at 0 level of output, because at 0 level of output your TVC is 0 but TFC remains, and TFC plus TVC is equal to TC. So TFC is 120 and TVC is 0. So TC will be 120, means TC is following TFC at 0 level of output and leaving the 0 level of output. At all level of output, TC follows TVC. This you people have to remember. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the diagram. Okay, of TC, TVC and TFC. Okay, now see all of you the diagram. We'll show all the three here. And you know what is TFC? Is vertical to x-axis. So it is 120 and it is vertical. So it is called TFC. This is your TFC curve. Alright. This is your TFC curve, imaginary. Okay. Now and TVC curve, what is the shape of the TVC curve? TVC curve, first initially it will increase. जहां पे वो TFC से टकराएगा वहां तक इसकी शेप होगी कॉनकेव, उसके बाद इसकी शेप होगी कॉन्वेक्स. This is your TVC. This you people have to remember. Now अब TC कहां से शुरू होगा? Because at 0 level of output TC is 120. So TC and TFC always start, TC curve and TFC curve and TC curve always start from the same point, from here. So now you see, first your TC will go like this, then it will follow the TVC curve parallel to TVC. That you people have to remember. It will be exactly parallel to TVC because it is following TVC curve. This is the shape. This is the shape of TC, TVC and TFC. Parallel. This gap must be parallel. This gap must be parallel. Okay, because here TC follows TVC. This is the shape. All of you draw. Alright, now today I am leaving you people here, okay, so that you people can study, schedule, diagram and the relationship. Tomorrow I am going to give you the relationship between all the three, okay, that is TC. I'll explain you TC, TVC and TFC together. Okay, the question can come in an exam that explain the relationship between TC, TVC and TFC with the help of diagram. Then no need to draw this schedule, only draw this diagram and write down the relationship. How to write that I'll tell you tomorrow. For today only this much. Thank you children.